Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
You're in space.
Yes, indeed. That's my background. I have to say, if I can, I appreciate your Member Mouse company and what you do. So I just want to just get that out there to let you know I've taken a time off and try to figure out where my space is. But you have, I think, a great software, and I support you every day. So
Thank you. Appreciate it. So where are you at with the business that you're using Member Mouse for?
Well, basically, in short, I do a lot of streaming. I write books and I write webinars.
Uh-huh.
And since I didn't have a crowd, like an audience per se, to really put in a Member Mouse, I paused. But now I hired some people to do social media and everything, and now I know it's gonna start picking up. So what my objective is to not only just build a list, but put it in Member Mouse and use the features properly. Now your features are extensive. So now I need to say to myself, how am I going to get my head around Member Mouse? I don't care if it's 30 days or 60 days, but I need to get my head around it because you have everything from upsells and you have everything from, bundling and products. I have to get my head, because it's just me doing it right now. I don't have somebody else to learn it, but I'd rather know how to do it because I know the power of the program.
Right. Well, yeah, it's easy to get overwhelmed by stuff. But I would say if you want to talk about, like, I would say reverse engineering it to like maybe what you want to accomplish, what you want to have live on your site in the next 2 weeks. And then I can kind of guide you to say, okay, well, if you want to do that, look at these things. So that way, at least you can chunk it down and you're not trying to like, look at all the things that Member Mouse can do all at once, because you really don't need to do that.
Understood. And I don't want to take up Cindy's. If she says Cindy's online, I don't want to take up anybody's time too. So
well, no, Cindy's a part of my team. So
it's like I'm not sitting here trying to say, listen, I am one that believes in courtesy. So
no.
And just starting up my website. Well, it's only one page right now. I've always kept it at one page, but I'm using ClickFunnels right now. I'm setting up ClickFunnels, but even if I don't join the two, I want to be able to use my website to capture email addresses. If I have to use Zapier, that's fine. But I want to capture email addresses and put them into Member Mouse and go from there. That's the first thing.
Yep. So for that, ClickFunnels might have through Zapier an integration.
Yeah, I believe they do. I believe they do.
But the way that I would say is you want to create a free membership level in Member Mouse.
Yeah.
Because that'll allow you to allow people to opt in through forms on Member Mouse, and then they'll be added to the free membership level. So now they're not just part of a mailing list. They actually can log into the site and start behaving as if they're a member of your community, even though they're not paying you anything.
Understood.
And once they are part of your members area, you can start taking advantage of smart tags, and which allows you to have a more dynamic conversation with them within your members area. Meaning you can show them, you can detect that they're on a free membership level and show them specific copy that says, hey, like I noticed you're still on the free membership level. Here's like a preview of my paid course or whatever. And then show them a buy now button so that they can grab it when they're ready. But it's definitely more powerful from an engagement standpoint to have people as part of a free membership level than just have them on a mailing list.
I understand. No, I fully agree. I'm taking notes, so don't get me wrong.
Sure.
When you speak, I listen, so I'm making sure I get
and also, if you want, this is being recorded, so, and we post the recording, so if you want to just feel free to take notes, but I'm also telling you, you can watch read the replay
Okay.
too.
Yeah, no, it's, yeah.
Whatever
mem-
works.
Free memberships is, no, well, I'd rather get it down now, instead of doing it
Okay.
twice. Free membership, okay, that's good. And then I know I can give them an upsell after the free membership is what you're saying. So I get it.
Well, yeah, that's not exactly what I'm saying. You could do that. You could do it as an upsell immediately after they sign up. But I'm also saying the smart tags work just anytime they log into the membership level, unlike the member homepage or any page that they view while they're logged in, you can have that dynamic conversation with them using smart tags. It doesn't just have to be in an upsell process.
Understood. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And for the documentation, you would be looking at the member decision smart tag, which Cindy can paste a link to that article in the chat. And also on the demo site, on our demo site, there's, if I just share my screen real quick here, if you go to demo.membermouse.com and you just watch the videos here, when you make a purchase as a test customer,
right. I saw this video.
and you sign in, there's a particular, and you go to the dashboard. So this demonstrates what I'm talking about. So you'll notice here that there's something that says, we noticed you purchased this thing, but you haven't purchased this thing. So this is showing up using smart tags. So this is here right now, but if I click to go to this page and I buy this thing, and then I go back to the dashboard, you'll notice it's not there now.
Understood.
That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Like you can dynamically show and hide things based on whether somebody's purchased something, which allows you to have a more direct conversation with each person who's logged in.
So what a person could do in starting up with MemberMouse, for instance, I can go to the demo site,
Mm-hmm.
and what I could do is actually mimic the demo site, but create it in the form of what it corresponds to my business, correct?
Exactly. I mean, and the essential, the kind of like fundamental things is you have a page where the member logs in and they see what they have access to. In this case, this demo site is suggesting that we have many courses available, and some of them we have access to and some of them we don't. So again, you'll notice that some of these courses have a view course button, which means I have access. And some of these have an add course button, which means I don't have access. And the aspect of this, whether to show a view course button or a button to buy the course, is also using smart tags.
Understand. And where will I find, when I set up the course, I will be able to find the smart tag, correct?
Well, Cindy shared
Yes, Cindy. Thank you very much, Cindy.
smart tag article. But essentially the first, before you get it, because again, smart tags is kind of like a more, for lack of a better word, advanced thing in MemberMouse. It's really not advanced. It shouldn't be considered advanced, but it's really, there's a lot of checkboxes to tick off while you're getting your site set up. And really the primary things are to create the free membership level and then understand what content those people will get access to on your site.
Understood.
What do they get access to? And really, when I say content, I'm literally I mean what pages they get access to. Because all you're going to do is, if I log in here and show you the back end, all you would do is start creating pages like free lesson 1 content, whatever it is.
Yes.
And then for each one of these pages,
Thank you, Cynthia.
that's not what I wanted to do. For each one of these pages, you would say people on the free, whatever your free membership level is, you would select that. And you'd say people who are on the free membership level get access to this lesson.
Yes.
Now, as soon as I've done that, only those people who are signed up for the free membership level can access this. And by default, if we go to product settings, membership levels, so here's our free membership level. There's a purchase link where this is where you can send people to sign up for the free membership level. It takes them to the default checkout page. Now, you can do it this way, in which case this is done for you out of the box. You don't need to set anything up. Or if you want, you can create a whole custom page with a sign up form on it if you want to have copy around it or some other things that it makes it a little bit more customized for the experience of somebody opting in to a free membership level. And
when you say customized in as far as,
yeah, so if we go to our support center
Mhm.
and we type in free member checkout form,
yes.
this article shows you how to set up a free member checkout form.
Oh, okay, understood.
I mean, essentially, it's taking you step by step. It's a long article simply because it's taking you step by step and walking you through the example text that you paste in the page. But literally, you don't even have to read all that. You can just
Out of the box is good enough. I see this.
well, yeah, sure, you can use that for sure. You can download the code right here. So all you need to do is click this, copy this, and go back here, create a page.
Thank you,
And
Cynthia.
say this is free member sign up, whatever you want to call it. Change this to HTML. Paste
Oh, I
that
got
in.
you. Yep, I got this.
Now, one more thing I need to do here, because I need to specify what thing is being signed up for here.
Mhm.
And so I need to find out. What am I looking for? Oh, here we go. Membership level ID. So I just need to put in this and plug in the membership level ID here, which I believe is 1 because it's the default membership level. But the way that we find that out is to go to product settings and membership levels. Here, yeah, so this is the ID, so 1. So now if I update this page, sorry.
That's okay. I'm copying these links at the same time. So I'm working real fast because Cynthia's putting them down there really fast. And I'm trying to keep up with her at the same time. So I'm paying attention. So.
Okay, so now when we go to that page that I just created, this is what it looks like without making any adjustments for styling, right? But of course I can go back and add CSS to this and make it look something. But basically now people can sign up for that. Like if I submit this form and I go to the manage members screen, I see that somebody just signed up for the free membership level.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So anyway, that's a couple options. Either use the default checkout page, in which case you don't have to do anything, or you just create your own page with a sign up form on it, in which case now you can add images above and below the form or whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
Style it however you want.
It's when you mentioned, so what about, I know it gives you the form, so I have to link my payment process to them. In
Well,
other
if
words,
it's a free membership level, there's no payment.
right. I mean, okay, so, but when I go to the next level of a basic,
Right.
for instance, do I connect a Stripe or a
Yeah,
ClickBank or whoever I choose?
exactly. So you go to payment settings here, and then if you're using Stripe, you just select Stripe, and then you get the keys from Stripe, and that's it. You don't
Right.
need to do anything else.
Okay. No, so is there, well, no, I wouldn't say that you're recording is what you recommend, but okay. Let's see.
What do I recommend for what?
I was gonna say for payment processing, but
Oh,
being
Stripe. Stripe
okay.
across the board. 94% of our customers use Stripe.
Okay, I didn't want to put you in a position where you recommend you're on, it's
Oh,
recorded.
no, that's totally fine. And also, so I would say majority of people use Stripe, and then the second one is PayPal. So a lot of people use Stripe and PayPal at the same time.
Okay.
So you have an option on the checkout form.
Okay.
They can either pay with Stripe or PayPal.
Okay, so
But Stripe is super easy to get set up.
I have a situation with Stripe now where they said there's could be like only one, I can get a source only from one. They're trying to set it up for me now so I can use multiple vendors to come through. Don't mind me. I'm just don't mind me. Next question I have, your videos. If I'm correct, you have a great support staff. I think Sarah Bowling, or Bowling, I don't know how to pronounce
Bowling,
it.
yeah.
Bowling. She mentioned, do you use Wistia in order to host your videos?
Yeah.
Are you happy with that? Because I know that they can be pricey.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's definitely pricey.
But
More pricey. Why would you use it versus something else?
Yes.
Well, statistics, right? So you can see who's actually watching the videos, where they jump in, where they jump out. But I would say when you're just getting started, you could just use YouTube and have unlisted videos. So they're not listed on YouTube, but you're using YouTube for hosting. I mean, that's a free way that you can get good video hosting. I think you can even make them private and still embed them in the site.
Yep, them, or I can use, because I stream also, so I might, use a service that, allows me to put it up on their site as well as stream, right? Might as well take it. YouTube, I just don't trust it because they can always shut anything down. It ain't, listen, when you get something, there's nothing for free. So, it doesn't last forever, so don't get me wrong. You also use ActiveCampaign to link to, correct?
Well, we use Drip for our email, but I have another business where I use ActiveCampaign. My online course that I use MemberMouse for, I use ActiveCampaign for that. But we use Drip at MemberMouse. And
okay. So you use book. I test, but they do the same thing basically, though, correct?
Yeah, it's really just a 6 to 1, half dozen the other type of situation, So I think when it comes to basic features, pretty much they're equivalent, but it's like when you get more down into you want to do more specific things, that's really when any software product begins to get different, how they handle more advanced scenarios. And so I'm not knowledgeable enough about both of them in depth to say, which one's better for what situations, but I would say what I do know is a lot of people use both. So I don't think you could go wrong with either one.
All right. I have ActiveCampaign now, so I just started with them. So I remember. But what I would want, using the word, not the company, but the word Drip, if I want to take content and I was creating videos through MemberMouse, if I can remember correctly, can't I use a Drip process where they can get a delivery once a week or whatever I schedule it for?
Yeah, when you're setting up your content, there's an option. If I just, so in the MemberMouse options, when you grant access to a piece of content, you'll see here you can specify what day they should get access to it. Day 0 being immediately, and then day 3 being,
Second.
you know, so it starts at day 0. So day 3 is the 4th day.
Fourth day.
Right.
Fourth day.
But you can specify, yeah, exactly what day they should get this access to this content. Now, MemberMouse won't send them a notification. It'll just determine when people get access. So usually what you'll do is you will have your email service provider integrated with MemberMouse, and through that you can specify when they sign up for a particular membership level or bundle, they'll get added to a particular list in your email service provider. And if you know that as part of that access, their content is dripped, you can just have like a autoresponder sequence that mirrors when they get content, so that the email service provider will email them, hey, you have a new piece of content available now, you know, whatever the schedule is.
Do you happen to do that with yours by any chance? By any of your courses in the past? Have you ever done that?
No, I don't do any drip stuff. You know, with MemberMouse, everything's available day 1. And with my online T course, everything's available day 1. Yeah. Personally, I haven't dripped that.
Okay. Let's see, the video. I know I had another question. The video, it's an autoresponder, and then the video. Oh, what platform do you use for your videos? Because you can't use it for MemberMouse collects it, but what, or is Wistia is the platform for the videos per se? That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah. So we host everything with Wistia, and then.
But can you make your courses? Do you make your courses in Wistia also?
Well, I don't make them in Wistia. So for example, this is my, I'm not sharing my screen, am I? This is my online course powered by MemberMouse. And so basically all I do is I have, and I'm using this MemberDev platform because the thing is MemberMouse provides all of the content, all the ways that you can create your pricing and have all the mechanisms for protecting content, but it doesn't have all the specific features in it for actually like creating the hierarchical relationship of content that you need for courses. Okay. So that relationship, that responsibility and other things falls down to the theme. So the theme that I use, which is really a platform that's specifically designed to work with MemberMouse, it adds this functionality where I can create courses and I can create modules within the course. And so for each module, what I can do is I have these different content areas, and then there's an area for my video code, which is basically the embed code from Wistia.
Okay. Okay.
So I just paste that in there, and then if I go to the page, you see that the video is up here, and the other content is displayed, you know, somewhere else. So
no, but actually it's a course. You can create your course in MemberMouse. You just have to host your videos elsewhere.
Yes, and also I need this other platform, because MemberMouse is like the end. You can think of MemberMouse as like the engine of the car. It's not like the chassis or the look and feel. The theme is responsible for all that. So when you're thinking about getting something live with MemberMouse, you're thinking about, yes, I need MemberMouse, but then I also need a theme. And the theme is, what?
Is that a WordPress theme?
It is a WordPress theme, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
and Cindy, can you share the link to, because this platform is like what he's done, because this is the guy who actually built this is somebody who worked with customers of ours for years doing custom sites for them.
Yes.
So this platform that he built is basically the result of him doing all that work with customers, but then honing it down to what most people were asking for.
Okay.
And so it's basically like a done for you solution.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So it's worth checking out. You know, because even me, like I have the capability, obviously, to do everything by hand because I have a certain amount of knowledge. That doesn't mean I want to do it.
I know what you're saying. I know. What I know. Let me see. Okay. That's that last link Cynthia sent is where it's at, right? Let's see.
Yeah, so it's membermouse.com/done-for-u, I think, is what it is.
I don't have that one on Ask David at the theme he's currently using.
Yeah, what's the theme do you currently have one?
Yeah, I do, but I don't really pay attention to the theme. I mean, I created the theme a long time ago. Oh, I'm using Thrive themes now, actually.
Okay. Yeah, because I think Thrive has like a course,
They do.
like an offering so that you can create courses, and people do use it with MemberMouse.
They do.
I forget what it's called. It's Thrive something.
No, I got it. Nope, I have the whole suite. So
Okay.
you just reminded me, and that's great. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because basically that's what you need is some tool that's going to allow you to create a course, and then within a course create modules.
Yes, that's right.
So Thrive does have that. And then MemberMouse protects it because Thrive doesn't have the ability to protect it. They just have the ability to create it. The hierarchy.
That means that what people can't copy the video is what you're saying?
Well, if you're just using Thrive, then you have no protection. People can, right. But if you have MemberMouse, then yeah, people have to log in and have to pay to get access. So the two work together.
Okay. Well, I was saying they can't download the video as it's playing while it's in MemberMouse, is what I'm saying.
Well, MemberMouse is protecting the page.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Okay.
So like when we go to any of these pages with video on it, so sorry, this doesn't have video, but I have to be logged in to view this page, right? Like if I open up an incognito window and attempt to access this URL, it's going to send me to an access restricted page.
Understood.
But if I'm on this page, it's really how the video is protected is dependent upon really the service that you're using to offer the video. The fact of the matter is, like literally over time, I could activate a screen sharing, screen capture software. You know, so your video is like never 100% protected.
Understood.
But yeah, you can't get access. Like I as a member can't share the link to the video with somebody so that they can watch it without signing up, basically.
Right. That's the major part. You can't share a link. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's protected. Oh no, that's what you've done, and I think you only get we get like 30 minutes. So I was just trying to get in what I could. I appreciate the time. I really do.
Of course. And this is helpful for other people too. This is why I do this, and it doesn't matter to me how we spend this time because you have these questions, and that means other people have these questions. So it's certainly helpful for you. But we're recording this, and this is also stuff that a number of people will be asking now and in the future. So thank you for being willing to go through this process.
I appreciate it. Then, so a person I know about mimicking the demo site. I get that. So I can go through that, and I have the knowledge of that. The videos that you would say a person that was just starting, because I was working as I signed up to be an affiliate because I would like to refer people, to MemberMouse. But I mean, they'll have the questions, and I want to be able to at least tell them, hey, listen, it's not that bad when you start up with them, but where would you start them? Where would they, because I can't hold their hand all the way through.
Sure.
But I want to be able to direct them to say, this is how, you might want to start if you're going to use MemberMouse.
Well, we do have, okay, so first thing is membermouse.com/jumpstart. This is like a series of videos that I put out there. And it's not necessarily talking specifically about guiding people how to start working with MemberMouse. It's more of like it's more of like a mindset conversation, because the first thing that people really should understand is if they're wanting to do this,
Mm-hmm.
it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with MemberMouse. If you want to start an online business and whatever, don't think that you're just going to do it in a weekend. Because if you think you're going to do it in a weekend, you're going to get easily frustrated, discouraged, and then nothing's going to happen. So membermouse.com/jumpstart is kind of like, I bring up a lot of concepts that can kind of help people level set themselves and understand what they're getting themselves into. And really, if they want to do that, I recommend a number of, like, because also you may not be ready to start working with a tool like MemberMouse or any other membership platform. I recommend that people use free tools to prove out their idea first. So, because people may not have had experience creating content yet. And your content is also ultimately the product. So if you're not proficient yet or understand how to create content, there's no point in building a membership site.
Understood.
You know, so that's a good resource. Another one is we have quick start videos. So once you actually know that, okay, yes, it's time for me to build a membership site and MemberMouse is the right solution, there are, and you sign up for a free trial with MemberMouse, there's a bunch of really great getting started resources in the members area, which include first of all, a 30-minute like overview video, just walking you through, giving you a tour of the software, kind of familiarizing you with the stuff that's in there. You know, so this is if you think you're going to do it on your own. But like I said too, there's also this membermouse.com/done-for-use solution, where if you're like, I just need somebody to do it for me, that's a different track, right? Where you can go down. So there's a number of options. But a critical ingredient is do have patience with yourself and with the process, because it's not an overnight thing. And if it is an overnight thing, if you get something done overnight, either A, you have the experience that you're drawing on, so that's fine, or it's just going to be a flash in the pan and it's going to die out. So sometimes people get lucky, but it's not a really predictable strategy, you know. So yeah.
That's fine. I appreciate it. Probably one last, well, I guess the focus is usually to use one's website to capture the email addresses, really, right? So if
it depends. People use ClickFunnels. People use.
Yeah, okay. And I definitely understand your point. If I'm trying to make a sale, yes, that's what I would use a funnel for, right? But, you know, if I
sale or no sale, I mean, funnels are valuable, you know, because even an opt-in that gets into an onboarding sequence or some kind of lead gen sequence, that can lead to a sale. So it's, you know, it depends on how you're structuring things, but yeah, like for me, you know, for my course, I basically have, if I log out here, basically the homepage of my site is just this opt-in form to get a free video. And the strategy is, if I'm doing Facebook advertising, I'm sending people to this video, and the Facebook ad will have like a video that talks about what Gung Fu Tea is about and why they might be interested in it. So by the time they get to this page, they're already a little bit familiar with what the situation is, but I'm not going for the sale immediately.
Understood.
Yeah. So, but this is where all the strategy comes in and the testing, and there's no one answer. But for me personally, I do have the opt-in form on my website, but I do know that people use ClickFunnels in conjunction with MemberMouse, and they do all of their funnels on ClickFunnels, and the MemberMouse site is simply the content delivery mechanism. So there's many ways to skin the cat.
Okay.
But I would say go with the simpler one first.
Okay.
Whatever's easier.
No, that's fine. I mean, it gives a person an opportunity to assess a strategy and what would be best. So I think that's good. I think, and then another question that I do have, I've read about it and can you share how member mouse can be used for analytics? Right. So, I mean, because I want to know how many people I have. And I think you mentioned, and this is how much reading I do, churn rate. I mean, this is a while ago, but I mean, you've mentioned a number of things, but it's very important. That's what makes me like the system.
So let me log back in here. The demo site, by the nature of what it is, the analytics aren't going to be that great on here because basically the system gets cleared out every 2 hours because, you know, it's a public anyway, but you can see here. So the basic analytics that comes with MemberMouse is you'll get access to the reporting suite, which shows you how many members you have, what the average retention is, average customer value, average engagement, how many pages a day people are looking at. You have this new members graph, which basically over time shows you who's signing up for which membership levels, and you can adjust that to daily, weekly, monthly, and have a date range. Same with revenues. You can see, and I'm not sure why this is in euros. I guess somebody logged in and changed the currency on the site to euros. But anyway, you see your total revenue over the time period that you've selected up here, your retention rate, your average daily revenue, your average monthly revenue, and your churn rate. Now, churn and retention on this demo site are this because it's not a real site. People aren't actually, all the test accounts people sign up for and nobody ever cancels. So that's why, right? But in a real site, you would see your churn rate here. And then you would see, again, revenue over time. Now, this is what you get on the starter plan with on all of our basic plans. But then there's all of these other reports which are available on the advanced plan and up.
That's the plan I have, is advanced. So
okay. So member count, so you can see more detailed things about how many members you have. Wow. And again, you can group it by weeks. So, okay, who's signing up for which membership level, and then by week. So you can see how that's growing over time. Membership sales, again, pretty straightforward. It's just showing your sales for the different membership levels you have for a given date range. Product sales, same thing, but for products.
Okay.
Now the customer value report is a really valuable one. And in order to activate this report, you need to be using affiliate links. So the way that this works is so if we go to our affiliate settings, oh, my computer's about to die. Hold on a second.
And Cynthia, thank you very much for your contributions. I'm getting as many links as I can. Look at that, still some more.
link collection. Okay. So on our affiliate settings, you go to tracking settings, and this basically specifies, we have a 2-tier tracking system in MemberMouse. The default keywords are AFFID and SID, which essentially means what I can do is, so say on my Learn Kung Fu Tea site, so say that I have an advertisement on Facebook, so I could say AFFID equals Facebook and SID equals ad 1 or whatever. Mm-hmm. So when somebody clicks on that link from the ad and comes to MemberMouse, MemberMouse will track store in cookies mm-hmm. that they came from Facebook and they came from ad 1. And if this person makes a purchase, what we'll see in the customer value report is we'll see the affiliate Facebook, and then we can click in and drill down and to see that the different ads from Facebook. So what this tells us is exactly what sources of traffic are resulting in sales and how much they're retaining over time as well.
So
this,
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there are two things that are going on here. One, you can track your own ads, number one, right?
Right.
And then number two, if I'm an affiliate and I get other people, I can also track the affiliates that I have.
Exactly. Yep.
Pretty powerful.
So it tells you over time, it will tell you exactly which sources of traffic are the most profitable for you. And it also tells you your customer value. So this tells me that on day 30, a customer is worth 144 euros to me, which tells me what my ad spend can be or what my acquisition cost can be to break even or profit or whatever. So it's really valuable to use the affiliate tracking. And I can name, like I can give these things aliases.
Yes.
So I can say, I could do SRC or ad, and then I can make this link be this. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's up to you. But the point is, it's definitely valuable to use these links, even if you're not on the advanced plan and have access to this report.
Mm-hmm.
If you use these links, and then when you're ready, upgrade to advanced, all that data will have been being tracked over time. So you'll get access.
Wow.
So when you turn the advanced reporting on, you'll automatically have all the historical data. So yeah, so that report's really powerful.
How does one get a chance to learn that? Because what you've shown me there, I get it, but that takes a minute to really.
Yeah.
You have to really kind of play with this to even just figure it out, really, kind of, right?
Yeah, you need to basically like look through the resources that we provide.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, that's the nature of the beast. I mean, it's a very sophisticated platform, so
but
you kind of have to read them. You have to read the manual a little bit sometimes.
No, but I think what you've discussed for also many people that will be watching, the value, the hidden value, if you really want to ask me, it's the hidden value that I didn't even really realize was there.
Yeah, there's a lot of hidden value. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is something that one can leverage, and really, if you get your head around it, you can really, hone in on what you're creating, your content, right?
Exactly.
To make it work. So I really follow this. Quick average, quick compare levels.
And these other reports are again, just different ways of looking at, like this channel sales report is similar to the customer value report, except you can't drill down. It's basically just showing you your affiliates over a period of time. We can actually group this by membership level as well. Comparing levels is, again, you can select the different membership levels you have in your system and see how they're growing over time. And then this one also has a graph, so you can see it visually. If you're wanting to understand who's signing up for which of your membership levels and how they're relating to each other. The payment service report is really only makes sense if you're using more than one payment service. Like if you're using Stripe and PayPal on the same site, you can see how the sales get broken down across payment services.
So I can use more than one then, okay. So.
Yeah, so you can only have one payment service that collects credit card data, which we call on-site payment services. So if we go to payment settings, you'll notice that they're broken down between on-site payment methods and off-site payment methods. So you can only have one on-site payment method because that's the provider who's collecting the card information and processing the card. But you can have, in addition to that, you can have all of these off-site payment methods selected if you want, because ultimately that third-party site is taking care of the payment. We're just sending it to them.
Yes.
Sending them off to PayPal or sending them off to ClickBank. So you can have Stripe. The most common thing that we see is people using Stripe and PayPal at the same time, people using Stripe and ClickBank at the same time, something like that.
So do you recommend people have at least two payment processing?
No, I don't recommend that. It's because it's super dependent on your market. Like some markets, in some markets, like people are more comfortable using PayPal. And so if your market is like that, then you definitely want to have PayPal as an option. It doesn't cost you anything to do it.
Understood.
It's, it's just setting it up, and MemberMouse takes care of how that actually functionally works. So yeah, I mean, I think it's good to have options
Yes.
for payment, so that if people are uncomfortable, like maybe trending an older community feels uncomfortable entering their card information online, those sales may be missed if you don't have an option like PayPal. But that's just a logical assessment. I don't have any analytics or data to prove that,
And then I guess one last question, because like I said, I appreciate the time. I'm not here to keep you. So
Yeah.
out of what you've described, all the things you described, is there or are there any hidden gems that you have not addressed yet that you believe that should be addressed for everybody to notice, something that it might be overlooked by many of the members? I mean, I just, sometimes you have something in this, wow, why do they overlook this? But this is really powerful.
Well, I think a number of things that are hidden gems are things that just is the way that it functions, that you don't actually have to do anything to turn it on or to work with it. Like, for example, the My Account page, the fact that your customers have a place where they can go to update their password, to update their credit card information, the automated overdue payment handling process that handles if somebody's card gets declined, automatically sending them an email, telling them how they can log in to update their card information. So billing continues without you manually having to get involved. The activity log that's accessible on all member accounts, so that you can get visibility into what people are doing on your site, what pages they're looking at, what different events happened when they switch from one membership level to another. Yeah, the flexibility of content of how you charge for things and how you protect content. So the fact that you can actually have three different payment options for the same access. So you can have a monthly plan, an annual plan, a payment plan, a one-time purchase plan, discount, coupons,
How would you set that up? How would you set that up? Because if you had a monthly plan as opposed to a one-time, but I think that's very valuable for some people if they had a monthly.
So you'll see here that on product settings, we have products, which are basically define what somebody's going to pay you. And then products are associated with access. So membership levels and bundles are what are used to protect content, but they themselves don't have a particular price. The products are the things that have a price, and then you associate those products with the access rights. So you can see here, this basic plan, when you purchase this, you get the basic membership. When you purchase this, you get the premium membership. When you purchase this, you get the special offer bundle. So, and you can have multiple products associated with the same access. So you'll see here, premium, you can pay for the premium membership by paying $199 a year or $100 every year. That setup doesn't make any sense logically, but it's a discount. Okay, so, and then for the basic membership, you can have a 15-day free trial with $29 a month, or you can just have the $29 a month without a free trial. But literally, if I wanted to create another product, like just say basic plan annual, I just create a new product, specify that when this product is purchased, what membership level I want them to get access to. So select basic membership, and then I'll just say, this is going to be $80 a year. And then, and let's say we'll add a trial to it. So there's a free trial for 14 days, and then it recurs every 1 year. But this is also how you create payment plans. So I could limit this to be only 2 payments, like 2 years, or you could do like, okay, it's going to be three payments of $80 that happens every month, or that happens every week. So this would be 3 payments of $80 every week.
So if they didn't pay the system would detect that and it would stop, correct?
If somebody purchases this plan,
Yes.
that's a recurring plan,
Yes.
and the billing date comes around for them to be billed and the payment fails,
Yes.
MemberMouse will send them an email saying, hey, you need to update your card information. MemberMouse will attempt to bill their card automatically. I think it's like within 2 days, and then within 5 days, and then within 7 days.
Okay.
And then if the third payment attempt fails, or if the person doesn't update their card within that time period, then MemberMouse will automatically cancel access.
Understood. And
So that whole process, if you had to do manually, would be ridiculous. So
no, that would be,
yeah.
that'd be crazy. So if this is automated, is what you're telling me, number one, and number two, does it keep track of the canceled accounts, so this way you don't order?
Yeah, so you can go to manage member screen and you can filter it by like overdue accounts. Overdue accounts are people who are currently were declined but aren't canceled yet.
Understood.
Canceled accounts are those that are canceled. So you can search your members based on all this different criteria.
Okay.
And then I'll also say another powerful feature is the push notification system. This is what allows you to send email notifications to members based on events that are triggered in the system. Like if something's purchased, or if a rebill payment fails, you can send emails to someone on your team or the member themselves to communicate something based on that event happening. This is where you can also integrate with Zapier. So if you want to integrate with any of the platforms that Zapier integrates with, this is where you can use this system to do that. So if you want to have some crazy third-party system be notified when a member gets added to your system, you use push notifications to do that. So this is also...
Do you have an example of just a simple example? What?
If you want to integrate with Salesforce,
I see what you're saying. Okay.
you know, we don't have a direct integration with Salesforce, but Salesforce integrates with Zapier. So you can create a push notification to say, when a member gets added, notify Zapier, and then you just set up a Zap in Zapier to listen for what comes from MemberMouse, and then send that on to Salesforce to create something in Salesforce as a result of that.
And can I set up sending emails through MemberMouse?
Yeah, the email settings is, so we integrate with all these providers natively.
Okay.
GetDrip is also a native integration, but they created the plugin for it, so it's not actually part of our list here. You download the plugin that they created. But ActiveCampaign, if you're using ActiveCampaign, you just specify it here, put in the API information, and then once you've configured that, you'll see below here how you can associate different membership levels with lists in ActiveCampaign. So that when people join the membership levels, they'll automatically be added to those lists in ActiveCampaign. Yeah.
Well, listen, you've answered a ton of questions. It's and I'm not here to keep you. And I must say, thank you very much to Cynthia. Cynthia and I've been trying to copy and paste onto my clipboard as much as I can, and she just keeps sending more and more, which is fine. I appreciate that. You have a wonderful person that's helping you out. So, that's
well, thank you, David.
Go through this and sit down, and like you said, it's not all in one weekend. It even makes me feel better. So you know what? Give it a couple of weeks, and I do have plenty of time to do that, to make it happen.
Good. And, you know, always email support@membermouse.com if you have any questions. In between, you know, I'll be doing this next week as well, but, you know, if in between that time, you can reach out to them and they'll point you in the right direction.
And then will there be a day that you'll probably discuss with everybody with Gung Fu Tea? Because I didn't understand. I saw that, but it's interesting. It catches your attention, but you didn't explain it. So
check out, opt in for the free video, you know?
Okay.
Check it out.
Okay.
Here's another link for you. I'll put in the chat. LearnGungFuTea.com. But yeah, it's really interesting. And hopefully not as mentally taxing as talking about building a membership site.
Nah, that no, what you no, what you have is a great product. So you keep on with what you're doing here. I am a positive supporter of what you do, and I appreciate it. So just keep doing the good work. And Cynthia, thank you very much in the background. Appreciate you very much. You just working. You're working at that keyboard and working me very, very diligently. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, David, and have a great weekend.
You too. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.